after messing around with end fed yesterday, I was intending to go for a paddle today, but for reasons I won't bore you with, that never happened. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try out the end fed again. If you haven't seen the video from yesterday, it didn't really sort of go into the end fed much in any way, because there's plenty of videos out there sort of featuring that. So I bought the Zygo X6100, a little 1.2 amp hour sealed lead acid battery, 12 volt, so that I can run the radio on 10 watts. And I'm going to put the end fed, or this end of it, on the pole, and I'm just going to sort of dig it in the bushes and that there. I did bring some guys and some pegs and everything, but if I can avoid doing that, having to mess around with that, then it's all good. Stake the end out over there somewhere, and give it a whirl. It's as much really, to be honest, it's as much really as about testing, you know, or sort of putting it up, and sort of thinking about the practical aspects of it. I know they work because a lot of people sort of use them and they swear by them, and I've used them in the past. So it's kind of I'm sort of weighing it up really. My area of choice for just sort of general messing around, unless I'm looking for DX, which works very well on the salt marshes using verticals. Unless I'm looking for DX, then being able to change bands, which is why I use a link dipole quite a lot, or having a multi-band antenna, can save a lot of faffing about. And the reason why I use the link dipole so low to the ground is so that I can reach the links. So the 6 metre pole I've got here, although the top few elements are missing, I've had this years. It's kind of a shortened 6 metre pole. That works pretty well. And then I use these fiberglass, they're actually tent poles, for backstays. So ideally what I want to be able to do really is just sort of use the sort of more or less the same pole, and just one set of backstays. And there's some sort of advantages I think to the end fed, and there's some sort of a few sort of drawbacks as well. But anyway, so let's get that up, and then I'll see if I can muster up a few contacts on the radio. Okay, so first things first, all I'm doing today is just lashing it onto the top of the pole with PVC tape, which is not ideal really, but it will do. But what I think I need to do is find some way of stringing it up, and maybe a little piece of doweling, wood dowel or something like that, to sort of slot into there, so that so that it won't fall down, and then just some Velcro, double-sided Velcro, to stop it sort of sliding around. So that's the first sort of thing. And I've put some strain relief on it as well, which I would generally use Velcro for as well. So that's that one end. And also what I'm going to do is, rather than have the wire come out this way, because there'll be a bit of tension on it, I'm actually going to hook it round the back as well, and hopefully that'll stop it twisting. That's the plan anyway. Okay, so at the far end here, I'm using the fiberglass poles. I've got 3 of them. I lose a little bit of height because it's actually dug into the ground. But in order to, so as you can see, I've got a bit of droop on the wire there, but it doesn't actually need much tension to sort of elevate it a bit. So I only need one single backstay, which I'm going to put down here. And that'll keep a bit of tension on it. One of the advantages of the salt marsh is it's really easy just to dig stuff in. So that's giving that quite a lot more height. Now I bought the X6100, which has got an ATU in it. I didn't bring a analyzer or anything like that. I'm just going to plug the aerial in and see what happens. Let the ATU take care of any slight mismatch, and away we go. This, what I call the tuft, is actually, if you look at it from above, like from a drone or even Google Earth, it's like a perfect circle, and it always struck me as being man-made. And I filmed a previous video over here where I raised the origin of this. Anyway, the mystery has been solved. Anyway, more on that later. And I've just turned the radio on. I've got a bit of a problem. It's on 10 watts at the moment, with an external supply, and it was going back. It was sort of showing 5 watts. And it's gone back down there to 5 watts again, and showing 7.5 volts as the from the internal supply, so it limits it to 5 watts. Now, I tested this battery before I came out, and it was putting out about 11 volts, which should be enough, more than enough, to power the radio. So hang on, there's something sort of strange going on, and then it won't go above 5 watts, so it's as if it's it's gone up to 10 now. It's a bit kind of quirky, but if it goes back down to 5, I'm just going to persevere with it and see if I can get 1 or 2 contacts on 5 watts. As I say, it's not necessarily all about making the contacts, it's about getting some fresh air and having a sugar-free iron brew. There we go, down to 5 watts again. I didn't see it happen, but it's gone up to 10 again now. So it is going up to 10, so it's obviously detecting that there's an external power supply. So that's something to investigate. And it's gone down to 5 again. Yep, still on 5. Now I'm going to persevere with it anyway. I'll see if I can get a contact or 2 on 5.
Thank you. India 1 Whiskey Whiskey Alpha.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Stroke Portable 59.
Yeah, thanks very much. You're also 5'9".
Thank you. Good luck. India 1 Whiskey Whiskey Alpha. Good luck. You are at Italy 2 Whiskey Whiskey Alpha.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mike.
2 Echo 0 Washington, Mexico, Germany Portable.
2 Echo 0 Whiskey Mexico Golf 59.
You're also 5'9", 7'3". Okay, I'm on 10 watts. I'm not touching it. Don't know if you can see it. Let's see if that goes down. Now it's gone down to 5 watts. Haven't done anything.
From Papa Yellow 5, Mexico. Your signal report this moment in south of Brazil, 5x7, 5x8. Very clear, very loud, Ricardo.
Echo 0 Whiskey Mike Golf Portable. Okay, well I had a couple of contacts there on 20 meters. And I tried a station in Brazil on 10 meters, but I had that problem with the power going from 10 watts back down to 5. So I need to investigate what's going on with that. It'd be a struggle to make it on 10, let alone 5. But I know that it kind of works. I know the aerial works. So I'm going to kind of persevere with it, because I think sometimes there'll be sometimes in some situations where sort of physically it's kind of better to put this up than it would be a dipole. But anyway, it's about 3 o'clock, so I'm going to pack up and start heading back soon, because if I don't, it'll be getting dark, and I don't fancy trudging through all of that mud in the dark. You would not get me up there in one of those things. Okay, as you can see, the tide's coming in now. About another 20 minutes to high tide. On a spring tide, this whole marsh here gets completely covered, leaving just the sort of vegetation here from the tuft sticking up. Anyway, so the origin of the tuft, as I call it, I found out that there's a term for these things called a red hill, and it's kind of an archaeological term. for a small mound with reddish colour. Now you can't see any red under here, but if you sort of scratch beneath the surface, and maybe on the banks of the mud, if you look over here, in fact, I don't know if it will really come out on the camera, but there is a distinct sort of reddish tinge in the mud that you don't sort of see anywhere else around here. Anyway, they're quite popular, found in a lot around East Anglia, where I am, in Essex, which is the county that I'm in, and they're a result of salt making in the main, going back to the Bronze Age and the Iron Age, and also the Roman period. And Colchester, which is sort of north of me here, about sort of 10 miles in that kind of direction, was a Roman town. In fact, actually, it was Britain's first recorded town. So there's a lot of history in Colchester. A closer look at this reddy colour. You can see here. Like I say, I don't know if that will come out in the on the camera, but that is distinctively red to the naked eye, anyway. So there you go. Red Hills. If you Google it, just put Red Hills, Essex. There's actually a Wikipedia page about it. Say goodbye now, because the journey back, which is only about a mile, is basically a return, a reverse of the journey here. But you can see the distinct tuft. I've got my heated socks on, and I've also got my, where are they? So I can put my hands in my pockets. These actually separate. These are hand warmers, USB hand warmers. There goes one on the floor. Just turn them on like this. There you go. So I'm going to put my hands in my pocket and make my way back. And my feet are warming up nicely. I've only just turned the socks on. Anyway, 7-3. Till next time. Bye for now.